a Sunday afternoon is a place of relaxation and serenity. One man wants to change that. 11 years ago, Billy Wilson needed to hold a fundraising event to finance his animal sanctuary. He organised a grueling Sunday afternoon race across his land. The Tough Guy Run has now become arguably the most challenging race in the world, open to anyone who dares.
Each year we made it tougher. The second year we put them through that swamp down there, and they said they'll never go through it. They loved it. Couldn't believe it. I just keep it that bit on the edge. That's what Tough Guy is. I take them to the very, very edge of survival. They experience something here that they couldn't possibly experience anywhere else in the world. It is a taste of real fear.
That taste of fear has drawn a record 3,500 people from as far afield as Venezuela. Hundreds more were turned away. The race has never been advertised. It stands on reputation alone.
Definitely cool.
As you're not mad when you start, I think he will be when you finish the race.
It's a typically British thing. A typically British competition. Completely mad and crazy. Full of typical British black humour. Something which would be unthinkable in Germany.
Having signed a disclaimer known as the death warrant stating it's my own bloody fault for coming, the Fearless and the Feckless line up for 3 hours of hell. The course, roughly 8 country miles, beginning with the run up and down slalom hills. There are those who not only want to survive, but intend to win. Englishman Darren Flatley makes an immediate dash for the lead. In hot pursuit is 3-time defending champion Aled Rees from Wales. The first real obstacle is Elephant's Graveyard, 3 7-foot deep empty sewage tanks. Flatley leads until the Killing Fields. Here begins the real challenge. Ahead, a complex obstacle course. This is where Rees's strength lies. He overtakes Flatley on the Behemoth. The rest are still tied up in Big Bear Wood. Or trying to escape from the Viet Cong HQ. Those on their first Tough Guy race realize this is no ordinary fun run. And the killing fields are yet to come. A backlog is building up at the Behemoth. The only escape is into the very jaws of hell, through the fiery holes, fire, smoke, and freezing water. Ahead lies a special treat for claustrophobics, the 50-foot-long concrete Viet Cong tunnels. Just pray that the person in front doesn't become petrified with fear. With the light at the end of the tunnel, thanks is given and thoughts turn to loved ones. Having survived these trials, Aled and Darren are battling it out in Waterworld. There's no way over the telegraph poles. They're protected by electrified wires. Aled makes his break over Bailey Bridge and through the final obstacle, Stalag Escape. In just over an hour and a half, he's become tough guy for the 4th consecutive year. Flatly only 90 seconds behind is second. Meanwhile, back on the course, the rest still have a good few country miles ahead of them and many a battle to win. And to think they've all paid good money for the privilege.
Look at them standing on top of that climb there. I mean, we ought to stop them. You know, they're up there freezing cold and loving it. Quite unbelievable.
By the time the masses reach Waterworld, the electric fences have been removed to allow the frail to go over the top, though few give in.
Let's go, baby.
Bailey Bridge quickly becomes congested with those hungry to finish. But there's one remaining obstacle, Stalag Escape. Conditions worsen by the minute, but almost every man, woman and child manages to drag themselves across the finish line. All of them are tough guys. There are several casualties of war, broken legs and over 100 cases of hypothermia, but one thing remains intact, a sense of humour and a determination to return next year.
We think it's absolutely wonderful. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Are you having a wine?
Look at this. Leave me alone!